I had an experience I will not forget in a hurry. It was a messed up journey to Cape Town from Durban. We were booked on the Orange Express at 4 o'clock on the 2nd of January 1970. We, Auntie Baby, Auntie Pumini Mudley, and we were booked on the 4 o'clock train to Cape Town. It was so unfortunate when we came to the station, the train had already left. So Auntie Pumini was so confused because she had the tickets and we knew we were taking the 5 o'clock train. So there was a misunderstanding, and when we came to the station, the train had already left 4 o'clock. Standing there confused, Auntie Pumini and Auntie Baby, they don't know what to do. I mean, we had a visit on the 5th, but unfortunately, we didn't know what to do standing there. And just finding information, Auntie Pumini went to the ticket office and found out there was a train coming through that was going to Kimberley. So we boarded the train. She informed us we must get ready with our suitcases. A train is coming through. So we boarded the train that was going to Kimberley, but there were no chance of us having a compartment. So we stood all the way until we came to Kimberley. We didn't sleep. We arrived the next morning in Kimberley. We were exhausted from not having a bath, but we did have a wash with a face cloth. It's not like us having face cloth bath. We don't wash ourselves in that form. We must get into the bathroom and have a shower, clean ourselves. But we were so sticky and uncomfortable when we were standing there, we couldn't even get a glass of water to drink or wash our hands. We traveled on a coal train, and the coal train was so hot in the month of January. Very, very hot. And imagine sitting in a compartment. It was Auntie Pumini, Auntie Baby, and I with the lady that was there. She said, no, she's just going to jump off the next day in Kimberley so we can have a compartment. That was okay. I was not worried. It was not my problem. So I was just happy that I'm still on my way to Cape Town. So we stood there for about 2 to 3 hours. We arrived in Kimberley very early in the morning with no water to drink. The shops around the corner didn't want to serve us water or a glass of water, or didn't want us to buy anything in the shop. Of course, we were refused for what apparent reason. I don't really know. But I had a lot of patience, and I'm not a person that asks questions. I only take instructions. So the auntie asked me to fetch some water. And when I went around the corner to ask them for water, they refused to give me water. Then I said, okay, can I buy something like coffee or something to eat? They said, no, sorry, we can't serve you. Like I said, for no apparent reason. And I was looking so miserable from the heat. I don't know what I look like because I didn't have a mirror to see my face, but I know I had did my hair in Durban to go visit my dad. But my hair was all tangled, up style, thinking that if I go see my dad, I don't have to comb my hair. I can keep it just like that. Well, of course, my friend's sister did my hair and oversprayed my hair. It's the first time. Oversprayed my hair, so I never touched my hair. I didn't sit. I don't know what I look like. And we sat. There wasn't even a chair to sit. There wasn't a tree that we could stand under. Then somebody called me and said, somebody's calling in the shop, I can come. And then I went back there to the shop where I went to ask them some water. They gave me a bottle of water and a cup. I brought it. We washed our hands. We tried to wash our face because that's only water, and we drank some of it. About 2.5 hours to 3 hours, there's a train arrived coming to Cape Town. We were glad and fortunate enough to get onto the train because the train was only arriving in Cape Town on a Saturday morning. Of course, I was content. I don't know how the other ladies felt, well, the elderly aunties, but I just been patient and I was happy that I was coming to my destination. We arrived here on Saturday, 6 o'clock in the morning, and in Cape Town, and of course 1 o'clock was the visitation on the island to see my dad. All I cared was to go and visit him. And I prepared myself, took off my hairstyle, put it in a ponytail. I put on a had a bath there, put on a shocking pink dress, a beautiful dress, and walking with heels. I mean, I didn't know what Robben Island looked like, but I went there with heels, and I went to see my dad. I just went into the waiting room, brushed my hair because we were on the boat, and the wind was tossing my hair to and fro, my long hair. I recombed my ponytail. I pinned it up, still standing, and then everyone went to visit each visitor they were set to visit, and I was the last one to walk. I walked briskly at the end of the cubicle, and there I see my dad. Got a chair, and he looked at me and he just smiled from ear to ear, and he giggled actually. And he said, "Hello, beautiful girl, you look so pretty. Big girl." He said, "Oh, you got such a long hair." You know, with my nerves that was already so exhausted from traveling and my nerves. And I was so nervous, I had no words to speak. But I kept on looking at him. I couldn't even smile. I've been looking at the walls, the grey walls. What? I didn't know what a prison looked like. I was not a person even watch TV. I mean, watch movies at least. I never used to go to movies because that wasn't my passion. My passion was sitting at home and doing housework, and I had little brothers and sisters to take care of. But anyway, I looked at him and he was speaking in the vernacular and I couldn't say a word. I looked at him and he was smiling. I couldn't even smile. And as he was talking, I'm concentrating on those voices coming from the other side. All the other people were talking like it was sounded like fish market. Because you can sing together, you can't talk together. But I never realized that that was, of course, prison. What did I expect? This was an hotel. But nevertheless, I saw him for the day. I couldn't, the 45 minutes was a waste of time because I couldn't say a word. I just shook my head and he asked me how I'm feeling. I just shook my head to say I was okay. You know, I think the messed up journey did that to me that I couldn't even make a decent conversation. He did the talking and I did the listening. He wants to know in Tamil how everything at home, how's everything. And I said, it's okay, it's all right, it's okay. The way I was, he's saying, talk a little louder, talk a little louder, talk in the hole. Because there were lots of holes and like a metal, like holes. It was a strange thing to me. I mean, I wasn't a grown person. I just, was a teenager, not long. And to see my dad there, he looked very happy to see me, but I was very sad to see him, not even a hug. If I only gave him a hug, maybe that would have eased my urge, my anxiousness. And when you come to places like that, you get lost for words, looking at your loved ones behind bars. We don't know what's happening on the other side. And I don't know what he did. I don't know anything. But whatever, I can't even express and tell you I knew because I stopped reading papers because there was no more articles for me to read. But man, oh man, that was a disaster on its own.